All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the Blues Fair Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 360-wing sprint cars are in action. Tonight, we come to the Williams Grove Speedway, located in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, for round number 5 of the series. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook in 720p, YouTube in 1080p. So if you want to watch the action in HD, head over to the Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit the subscribe button while you're there. Round number 5, 2 races on the program for tonight's race. Before we get into qualifying, we're going to quickly play the Star Spangled Banner. "37 cars signed into the pit area here this evening. We now get set for qualifying, lone car qualifying. So there will be 2 minutes for these drivers to set 2 lap times. So the fastest lap time will obviously start on pole for heat race number 1. We dare say we're going to have 4, might even be 5 heat races, depending on how many cars actually qualify. So as we try and get some of the cars for you. Guys, this is going to muck things up here in a minute. So we try and look at some drivers on the racetrack. Let's see Cole Newhoffen going quick time with an 18.539. Jason Nygaard on screen, second quick. Make that third kick with an 18.563. We'll see what he can do on lap number 2. We'll see if he goes quicker. He does not. So Weston Newell on screen. Just getting his second lap in, and he goes quick time with an 18.412. Aaron Schaefer on screen, sitting 20th quick. Gonna get a few more cars in here. The WOT Hammerdown TV, Carnavaloni Black Diamonds Motorsports entry. It's Trevor Royer. In Carnavaloni, first lap time for Royer is going to be an 18.694, position 15. Stephen Renaud in 18th quick. They 18 at 7:05, and there it is. We had 30 drivers officially take a time, with 38 clocking into the pits. And there will be 5 heat races. 5 heat races here this evening. Just looking at how many go through to the feature. The top 4 will go through to the feature. Let's take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole, heat race number 1 in the Team City Group Holdings Wicked Cushion, car number 92. It is Western Newell. On his outside in the Tony Stewart Racing Wicked Cushion, car number 27. It's Robert Kerstetter. Apologise, I've still got some paints loading up. So bear with us on that one. Quite a few cars in here this evening. Starting out of position number 3. In car number 92 in the Team City Group Holdings Wicked Cushion. It's going to be Mike Keegan. To his outside, his teammate in the 057 in the Team City Group Holdings Wicked Cushion. Colby's eye paints, it's Craig Dunn. Inside row number 3 in car number 88. It's going to be John Harper. John Harper in car number 88 out of position number 5. Out of position number 6 in car number 23. It's going to be Tim Christensen. Tim Christensen in car number 23 starting position 6. Scheduled to start out of position 7 was the 44 of Ryan Pace. However, a DNS will automatically put him in tonight's C main. And starting out of position number 8 in the 717, it's going to be Ray Barnes. Ray Barnes in the 717 out of position number 8. We get set for the opening heat of the night. We'll go around one more time behind the iRacing official Pace truck. This beautiful facility here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. No one-track wonders here tonight. So Western Newell, Robert Kerstetter, the front row. Mike Keegan and Craig Dunn in row 2. John Harper and Tim Christensen, row 3. Row 4 is just Ray Barnes. Down under the bridge. Behind the Pace truck, heat race number 1 getting set. Will Williams grow? Will it be kind to us here this evening? Let's find out. Heat number 1, race number 1, round number 5 of the Blues Fire Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 360 Sprint Car Series are in action. A little antsy from the 2nd and 3rd row. But Western Newell, he held and went late. In the corner number 1 and 2, we all make it safely through turns 1 and 2. Now into 3 and 4. Kerstetter up top. Craig Dunn up top. Keegan on the inside of Dunn. They race side by side, but Dunn picks up position number 3. Remember, top 4 go on to the main events. Keegan getting a little pressure there from the 88 of John Harper. In turns 3 and 4, Harper trying to run the low side. All the drivers, well, they all ride the middle to top part of the racetrack in the opening heat race of the night. It will widen out, and no doubt we're going to see the bottom come in later on. Harper once again trying to make a challenge for 4th. But Keegan just too fast on the top side of the racetrack. 3 down, 7 to go here in the opening heat of the night. Meanwhile, here comes Kerstetter. Oh, Kerstetter and Western Newell, little contact on the exit of turn number 4. Kerstetter going to lose 1 position, maybe 2. Depending if Keegan can make it back by. Keegan trying to fend off a challenge there from Harper. Meanwhile, Craig Dunn, he's holding off Robert Kerstetter. And here comes Harper again on the inside, looking for that fourth and final transfer spot. Halfway home in this one, 5 down, 5 to go. Kerstetter side by side with Craig Dunn in turn 3 and 4. Once again, Dunn on the top side of the racetrack. At the moment, these drivers, that's where they want to be, and that's where they need to be. You can just see him getting closer and closer to that outside wall. Both ends of the racetrack, well, they're tricky in their own way. 1 and 2, you can generally hold it flat out on the top side, whereas 3 and 4, you've got a lift. Coming to 2 laps to go, this time by for the 222 out in front, leading 8 laps so far with 2 to go. 1 mile around the Williams-Grove Speedway. And out in front into turns 3 and 4. He will get the white flag this time by a little bit of a bobble there in turns 3 and 4, but the 222, he gets the white flag one more time around the Grove, and he will start on pole for the main event. Twin 35s here at Williams Grove, and here comes Kirsten going to fight on the inside of Craig Dunn. Can he pick up second? We have a great side-by-side battle, but Dunn will pick up second. Weston Newell gets the job done. Second going to Robert Kirsten. Craig Dunn home in third. Fourth is going to be Keegan. They will transfer to the main event. John Harper, Tim Christensen, and Ray Barnes will be in tonight's preliminary racing action as we get set for heat race number 2. Once again, we'll take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole in car number 8 in teamvlr.com Sim Speed Shop number 8, it's going to be Cole Newhaven. To his outside in car number 58, it's Zachary Settle. Starting out of position number 3. In the Superflow 5 machine, it's going to be Tyler Curtis. To his outside in car number 28, it's going to be Todd Raleigh. Danny Burkhardt in car number 94 starts out of position number 5. In the Steel Cycle, car number 36 out of position 6, it's Brandon Steele. And your final row for the second heat race for this evening. Once again, the winner will start outside the front row for the main event. On the inside of row number 4, it's Junior out of position number 21. It's Sean Wallenfels Jr. To his outside in car number 38, it's Logan Christensen. Logan Christensen in car 38 will start out of position number 8. And they'll go green flag racing next time by. Once again, want to thank Blue Sphere Corporation for providing us with the chance, Ultimate Dirt TV, to cover the action here this season for the 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Obviously, wicked cushion for the 410 Sprint Car Series on the Thursday evenings. Big thanks to our sponsors as well, Colby's iPage. You can check them out on Facebook, along with City Group Holdings. You can check them out on the web as well, www.cedi.com. That's CEDI.com. Green flag and into turn number 1 and 2. Newhaven should have this one comfortably. Settle now working on the low side in turns 3 and 4. And we're going to watch that bottom side come in later on in the race. I think it's going to be there. And yellow flag is out. And we got the Superflow 05. Not the 05, it's just the 5 tonight of Tyler Curtis upside down. Yellow flag on the racetrack for the first time in tonight's competition. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPaints instant replay. See what happened to the 05 machine, or to the 5 machine. Bit of a bump there from the 38. have a look at that one on board again, so you can just see the RPMs on the right hand side of the dash there when they run the bottom side. And I think Christensen expecting to slow up that much, but once again, have a look at the RPMs down the straightaway. Reaching about 8,000 RPMs, and then in the corners, look at that. Just a little over half throttle, running at about 5,000, 5,500 RPMs. So this is the onboard shot from Logan Christensen's car behind the 05. Yeah, just got a little bit too much speed. He actually got a run on him, unfortunately for Tyler Curtis. He ends up upside down and back on pit road, and he's not over just yet. Still some B mains and C mains to come after this one. Should be on 1 degree now, actually. So a reminder, our top 4 go to the main event. In fact, we go on board with Zachary Settle in car number 58, who is sitting in 2nd position at the moment. Settle trying to predict the start, but couldn't do it. Now watch out the back end of that number 8 machine of Cole Newhoff, and see him pulling the distance so far on the rest of the field. Todd Raleigh in 2nd, make that 3rd spot at the moment. Settle on the low side, Raleigh up top. Sean Wallenfels Jr. as well. Got himself a transfer spot in the Black Diamonds Motorsports car. Raleigh back to position number 3. Settle back up the inside in position 2. Settle works on the bottom side into corner number 1 and 2. Brandon Steele, the first car on the outside, looking in this 2nd heat race. Wallenfels Jr. He's got a car up top and down low in front of him, and nowhere really to run. He try and gets to the outside as Raleigh goes down low into corner number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Settle through the middle of the racetrack, and Sean Wallenfels Jr. up top. A great race for the minor placings right now as we're coming up to 1 lap to go. But your race leader, Cole Newhoff, and he went to the bottom side in turns 3 and 4. This battle for 3rd and 4th at the moment. Well, at this stage, they're both in a transfer spot. They don't need to do anything silly. And Sean Wallenfels Jr., he's going to pick up position number 3 as he looks to get 2nd spot in turns 3 and 4. Newhoff and down low will get the job done. Zachary Settle comes up on the top of the racetrack, and he will get 2nd. 3rd is going to go to Sean Wallenfels Jr., Todd Raleigh home in 4th, Brandon Steele, Logan Christensen, Denny Burkhardt, and Tyler Curtis. Our 8 cars in heat race number 2. Heat race number 3, and this is a stacked one here. We'll take a look at our Colby's. Take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole in car number 17 in the TAC 3, TeamVLR.com. It's going to be the 17 of David Heilemann. To his outside in the 127 in the Team City Group Holdings. Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paints. It's Stephen Hill. Inside run number 2 in the Dirt Truckin' Bastards. DOB, Dirty Old Bastards, Blue Sphere Corporation. Wicked Cushion. Ultimate Dirt TV number 93. It's Chris Roberts. At a position number 4 in the Trick Race Parts, BK Designs, the 115 of Stephen Renaud. At a position 5 inside run number 3 in the Dirt Truckin' Bastards, Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion, Blue Sphere Corporation, car number 77, it's Aaron Schaefer. To his outside In car number 11, it's Zach McLaughlin. Zach McLaughlin will start out of position number 6. Jeremy Zarfos scheduled to start out of position 7, not here. And lining up out of position number 8 in the Team SETI Group Holdings, Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paints. Car number 97, it's Matthew Henninger. So past the Beer Hill gang in turns 3. And by the time we come out of corner number 4, ladies and gentlemen, David Harleman in the TAC 3 Defence Team VLR.com, car number 17, has command of the field, and we are green, and we are underway here in heat race number 3. Side by side for the first 3 rows through corner number 1 and 2. It's almost like they're racing in formation at the moment. Cars down low, cars up top. McLaughlin gets a little out of shape, falls back to 6. Schaefer up to position 5, and now look at this, nearly 3 wide. David Heilemann to the race lead in turns 1 and 2. On lap number 2, Stephen Hill back there in second. You go back to, Stephen Renaud tagged the wall, and Chris Roberts up to third. Renaud going to lose about 4 spots there. Maybe not that many. We'll say he's lost 3, at least. And he's out of a transfer spot at the moment. Roberts and Hill, they race side by side for second and third at the moment. Hill on the top side where he loves to be. And while Roberts, you know where he loves to be. He loves to work the bottom side of the racetrack. How about Aaron Schaefer in 4th spot at the moment? Wouldn't he love to get a direct transfer into tonight's main event via the heat races? Here comes Renaud peeking to the inside, down the front straightaway. He's almost got a nose wing in there. Now he does. Renaud back to position 4. And here comes Schaefer back around the outside. There's your battle for the final transfer spot. Schaefer collects a wall going into turns 3. 5 down, 5 to go. In heat race number 3, we are officially at the halfway stage of heat racing competition. And David Heilemann, well, he hadn't seen what he done last week at Limeline in the 410s. Absolutely put a whooping on the field, and he said his car wasn't eating to feel that comfortable. Roberts with a slider on Stephen Hill into turns 1 and 2. Renaud still back there in position number 4. 5th is still Aaron Schaefer. Matthew Henninger in 6th. Zach McLaughlin in 7th. 2.5 to go as we come under the Williams Grove Bridge down the back straight away. Carrying a lot of speed through down the front and back straight away, and Renaud puts the moves on Stephen Hill. Renaud back up to position number 3. So racing forward. Very racy Stephen Renaud. Off at turn number 4, the wide flag is out. Although he's about 6/10 clear at the moment. He's looking to put that car on the inside of row number 2 for tonight's main event through turns 3 and 4. He does so, maybe doing a little bit of R&D for the moment. David Heilemann gets the win. Roberts home in 2nd, Renaud 3rd. 4th is going to be Stephen Hill, Aaron Schaefer, Matthew Henninger, Zach McLaughlin, and Jeremy Zarfos to the C and B main. As we get set for heat race number 4. Let's take a look at our SETI Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole in the Black Diamonds Motorsports Ultimate Dirt TV, having our TV car number 35, it's John Batista. On the outside of the front row in car number 24 in the Dirtco Media House, United Dirt Sim Racing Association car number 24, it's Michael Rosendahl. Inside second row, And the Netco Media House United Dirty Racing Association, car number 25, it's Kevin Lovies. Well, we'll keep the trend going on the outside of the second row out of position number 4 in the Dirtco Media House United Dirty Racing Association, car number 6, it's Cody Olsen. Out of position number 5 in car number 47, it's Garrett Pepiat. Garrett Pepiat out of position number 5. And our final starter in this one, at position number 6 in the Dirt Track and Bastards, Dirty Old Bastards, Blues Fire Corporation, Wicked Cushion, car number 31 tonight, it's Tyler Henselman. Tyler Henselman out of position number 6. 6 starters in this one, scheduled to have Josh Lute in the 00 at a position 7, but a DNS for him. We're seeing a couple of cars DNS their heats. Heat number 4. You win this, you start outside of the second row for tonight's main event. And just look at those Dirtco Media House United Dirt Sim Racing Association cars sitting 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We get set. Heat race number 4. John Batista has the field at the ready.
Green, green, green.
And we are, yes, green, green, green. In the corner 1 and 2, Lovies with a slide job. Lovies picks up 2nd. Rosendahl back to 4th. Olsen now up into position 3. And Henselman through the middle right now, looking for 4th. Well, there might have been a bit of netcode there. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPates instant replay. Cody Olsen around along with Garrett Pepiat. So keep an eye on the white and blue car just next to the yellow car there. Slow-mo Colby's iPates instant replay coming up for you guys. You just see the unfortunate incident here. It was an old netcode to start with, but alright, so second caution of the night so far, so it's not too bad. The resumption of heat race number 4 getting set. 5 down, 5 to go when we get the green flag.
Green, green, green.
Lovies to the inside of Batista into 1 and 2. Can't make it stick. Batista too good on the top side of the racetrack. Lovies with the wing tugged right back now through the middle of turns 3 and 4, and they race side by side for the race lead. Batista has it by half a car length going into 1 and 2. Slide job from Lovies. Batista crosses underneath him right now. Side by side battle for the lead in Lovies. Well, he's now got the top side. Oh no, he's got the top side, all right. He loses 3 positions and he goes from first to fourth. Henselman from position 6 now looking for second. Although Michael Rosendahl might have something to say about that one. Lovies with the wing tugged right back, trying to make it work on the top of the racetrack, trying to get around Tyler Henselman with 2 to go. Your race leader, John Batista, Michael Rosendahl in second, Kevin Lovies third, fourth is Tyler Henselman, but the battle between Henselman and Lovies is still going on. Lovies through the middle of 3 and 4. Might have just found something right now. Let's see what kind of lap times they're doing as they come to the white flag. One more time around the Williams-Grove Speedway. John Batista with a 19.267. The fastest in this one, in this heat so far. And here comes Lovies. One more chance at his teammate Michael Rosendahl. Not going to happen. John Batista gets the win. Home second. In the 24, Michael Rosendahl. Third is going to be Kevin Lovies. Fourth, Tyler Henselman. Garrett Pepiat, Cody Olsen, and Josh Lute. They all find themselves in a C or B main. As we take a look at our 5th and final heat race of the night, we'll take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole in the Team City Group Holdings, Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paint, Next Gen Fab, Lucas Oil, Mav TV, car number 22, it's Jason Quick Time Nygaard. To his outside in the DSR, it's in the LNS Express, Wicked Cushion, car number 14, it's Drew Neal. Inside, row number 2 in the Black Diamonds Motorsports, WD. Car number 90, it's Trevor Royer. At a position number 4 in the 024, in Ryan Martin. At a position 5 in car number 82, it's Dylan Workman. At a position number 6, it's the 66 of Donald Satterfield. And at a position 7, the 18 of Devin Johnson. So 5th and final heat race of the night. Or of the day, I should say. Round number 5, race number 1 of the Blues VF Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 360 winged sprint cars. We have race number 2 in probably about 40 minutes time, just depending on what time we get done here after this, or after the main event for race number 1. It'll generally launch about 5 or so minutes after.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag here in final heat race of the night. Nygaard leads down the back straight away. Remember, top 4 straight to the main event. Nygaard will lead the opening lap. Neal back there in second. Royer in third. Martin fourth. And you go back to Dylan Workman in fifth. Satterfield and Johnson. The race is on for the final transfer spot into corner number 3 and 4. Martin gets the back of Royer and checks up Workman in the process as well. Martin sliding to the top side through turns 1 and 2. Satterfield around the outside of Johnson for 6th and 7th at the moment. And Drew Neal sets his sights on the eyes and the back of the tail tank of the 22. Oh, we got a car upside down. I think that's Satterfield in the 66. And that is Satterfield upside down, so that's going to be his heat race done. We'll see him in the C or B main. So your race leader, Jason Nygaard, continuing to lead this one, will start P5. If he's able to get the job done. Otherwise, if he finishes second, he's going to start P10. So no change to your running order for the top 5 anyway. Nygaard leading Neil. Back to Trevor Royer. Back to Brian Martin. And you go back to Dylan Workman, the first car on the outside looking in. And well, Royer's trying to make a run up in the second spot. Essentially, if he can make this pass, that's 5 cars he doesn't have to pass, for 4 starting spots ahead from where he would be starting. Down the front straight away, you see the speed these guys carry. Nygaard with now 2.5 to go down the back straight away under the bridge. Royer once again trying to make it work on the bottom side. Once again, Royer slowly starting to catch up to Drew Neal in the 14. But, well, we all say it's one thing to catch him, but it's another thing to pass. One more time around the Williams-Grove Speedway. Jason Nygaard looking to start position 5 in the main event tonight. Neal shut the door on Royer. But through turns 3 and 4, it's going to be quick time. Jason Nygaard, who will win heat race number 5. Drew Neal home in second. Third, Trevor Royer. Ryan Martin fourth. Dylan Workman, Devin Johnson, and Dylan Satterfield will be our 3 cars that go into the preliminary action here this evening at the Williams-Grove Speedway. We have a look at our C main. 10 laps on the board. Let's take a look at our scheduled City Group Holdings starting grid. Scheduled to start on pole in car number 18, it's Devin Johnson to his outside, the 717 of Ray Barnes. Danny Burkhart scheduled to start out of position 3, Zach McLaughlin out of position 4. You go back to Josh Lute out of position 5, and Donald Satterfield out of position 6. 7 is Ryan Pace, Tyler Curtis 8th, and 9th is Jeremy Zarfos. C Main set to start, and we are green.
Green.
And Devin Johnson and Ray Barnes leads us into corner number 1 and 2. Barnes looking for the race lead down the back straightaway. We'll pick it up in the 717 car. Johnson in the bush light, number 18, back to position number 2. Third is going to be Zach McLaughlin. And you go back to Ryan Pace. Back there in position number 4 in the 44. Top 2 advance. McLaughlin around the outside of Johnson into turns 1 and 2. Keep an eye on Ryan Pace. He's going to have to get to the top 2 if he's going to want to transfer. Well, there's your answer. Johnson just got into the side of McLaughlin for passing him in turns 1 and 2 and didn't like the payback. Ray Barnes with a clear track ahead of him right now. Here comes the 94 of Danny Burkhardt. Trying to find a way on the inside or outside pass of the 44 of Ryan Pace. McLaughlin trying the bottom side of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2, sitting in 4th spot. Looking to challenge Burkhardt for that 3rd spot on the racetrack. I believe it's the top 2 going on to the B main. Burkhardt and McLaughlin side by side. Keep an eye on Tyler Curtis around the outside of Johnson into corner number 3. Into corner number 3. Johnson through the middle, just well, a little out of shape there. Tell you what, very impressed by Ray Barnes so far. In the mid 19 second bracket. So far, he's fast lap with a 19.471. Ryan Pace catching. Oh, Barnes a little out of shape now. That gives Ryan Pace the race lead at the start finish line, does it? It was very, very tight. 8/1000ths of a second. And now Ryan Pace to the race lead into turns 3 and 4, but Barnes, well, he keeps your foot in the bucket and works it on the top side, but Ryan Pace down low. Oh, Barnes again! Man, this is a close battle. Slide job from Pace. 0.016, so the time doubled on the last time by. Oh, no. There's a massive don't argue. Ryan Pace upside down. That will end it for tonight. C Main and Zach McLaughlin. Well, let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. A little bit of a netcode there, but definitely Sam, you watch it going into 3 right now. Ray Barnes credited with the win. Zach McLaughlin in second. Devin Johnson, Danny Burkhardt, Tyler Curtis, Ryan Pace, Donald Satterfield, Josh Lute, and Jerry Zarfos. The 9 finishes here in C Main competition. In fact, the top 4 went on. We'll have our B Main. Let's take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole in car number 88, it's John Harper to his outside, the 36 of Brandon Steele. At a position 3, the 77 of Aaron Schaefer. At a position 4, the 47 of Garrett Pepiat. At a position 5, the 82 of Dylan Workman. At a position 6, the 23 of Tim Christensen. At a position 7, the 38 of Logan Christensen. At a position 8, the 97 of Matthew Henninger. At a position 9, the 6 of Cody Olsen. The 717 of Ray Barnes. At a position 10. At a position 11, the 11 of Zach McLaughlin. At a position 12, the 18 of Devin Johnson. And at a position 13, the 94 of Danny Burkhart. B-Main getting set to roll off. 12 laps the distance here at the Williams Grove Speedway. John Harper and Brandon Steele. John Harper leads us to the green flag. The top 4 straight to the main event. Everybody so far making it nicely through turns 1 and 2. Contact between Christensen and Christensen. Henninger trying to make it work on the outside. There is contact with the 94, Burkhart and Christensen. We do complete the lap. Right now, the top 4 as it sits right now. John Harper, your race leader. Brandon Steele, Aaron Schaefer. Make that Cody Olsen around. Dylan Workman in 3rd and Aaron Schaefer in 4th. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPace instant replay to see what happened here. This should bring it up nicely. What happened? The 23 of Tim Christensen just got on the inside of Cody Olsen. Olsen around. Zach McLaughlin in the LQM car number 11 had nowhere to go. So first caution in tonight's B main. And just been told that tonight's main event, instead of twin 35s, we're dropping it down to 30 laps. Obviously due to the amount of people that we had and the time so far. So it'll be twin 30s instead of twin 35s. Lights are out on the pace truck. It gets set to go green this time by.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, 5 down, 7 to go in tonight's B main. Workman and Steele come together. Schaefer now picks up 2nd spot. Garrett Pepiat as well. He gets into a transfer spot. Oh no, Matthew Henninger. The front end picked up. Well, a nice pirouette and got that car back on all 4s. Harper, your race leader from Schaefer, Tim Christensen, and then Garrett Pepe up the top 4. Steele and, well, Burkhardt, that is, up to position 6. Workman falling back to 8th spot. Make that 9th as... Oh, now back up to 7th. Yellow on the racetrack. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Ray Barnes a little sideways there, and the 38 went around. So we should have a one-lap shootout for tonight's B main. One lap shootout for tonight's B main, the top 4 once again. Shows us. Oh, Jay. What's going on, buddy?
Green, green, green.
One more time around the Williams Grove Speedway for tonight's B main, then it'll be a 30-lap main event. Harper looking to lead all 12 laps in tonight's B main into turns 3 and 4. We go. The battle is on for the minor placings. Oh, Pepiat and Christensen coming together. Pepiat picks up 3rd. Harper gets the win. Schaefer 2nd. Christensen 4th. Pepiat 3rd. Burkhardt, Johnson, Workman, Christensen, Steele, Barnes, McLaughlin, Henninger, and Cody Olsen. This will set our 24 starters for tonight's main event. Let's take a look at our City Group Holdings starting grid for tonight's main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Starting on the pole in the 222, it's Western New to his outside the 8 of Cole Newhoffen.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Out of position number 3, the 17 of David Heilemann. Out of position 4, the 35 of John Batista. Out of position 5, the 22 of Jason Nygaard. Out of position 6, the 27 of Robert Kerstetter. Out of position 7, the 58 of Zachary Settle. Out of position 8, the 93 of Chris Roberts. Michael Rosendahl and Drew Neal make up row number 5. Row 6 is Craig Dutton and Sean Warnbills Jr. Row 7, Stephen Renaud, Kevin Lovies. Row 8, Trevor Royer and Mike Keegan. Row 9, Todd Riley, Stephen Hill. Row 10, Tyler Henselman and Ryan Martin. Row 11, John Harper, Aaron Schaefer. And row 12, Garrett Pepiat and Tim Christensen.
Y'all ready for this?
The Blues Fair Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 360 Wing Sprint Car Series round number 5, race number 1 at Williams Grove. As we get set for Let's Get Dirty for 30, and we are underway here in the main events. Oh, Harleman caught the inside wall in the turn number 1 and 2. He's going to lose a couple of spots. He now goes 3 wide for a moment with Roberts on his outside and Settle on the inside. Oh no! Dunn got into the side of Rosendahl and Rosendahl. Michael Rosendahl in the 24. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. See the 2 yellow cars on the inside. Oh. Well, I hate to keep bringing it up, but if it keeps happening, it's just a little bit of a net code there. And the 24 back to pit road. Royer not making the call either. Craig Dunn back to pit road. And we got that same troll in the YouTube chat. You'd think Charles would have something better to do. So white flag will come out at lap number 33. The lights are out on the pace truck. So 1 complete. 29 to go. I just love how that one troll, Charles has 3 accounts and he likes to dislike all my videos. Well, we all know what how good you are at a broadcaster. Only lying.
Green flag, green flag.
Kolnyov and Toledas into turns 1 and 2. This time we see if we can get everyone through again. And you can just hear the cars revving. Guys with some high gears at this racetrack. Two down, 28 to go. The battle is on for second right now. Newell and Batista. Batista working the outside on Western Newell. He's looking to pick up position number 2. He will do. And now Kerstetter in 4th at the moment. Oh, Nygaard got the back of Kerstetter just for a slight moment in turns 1 and 2. And now Zachary Settle up into a top 5 spot at the moment. Oh no, Settle! Oh boy! And we stay green! Yeah, buddy, talk about a bit of luck at the Grove. Oh no, sorry, Renault now. Well, Drew Neal around And the contact between Stephen Renault and Drew Neal, and it sends Drew Neal around. Let's take a look as we see here on our Colby's iPaints instant replay. It's just a bit of a racing deal there. So a nice overview of the racetrack on the exit. We're in turns 4 right now. You see cars legitimately spread out all over the racetrack as we get these cars going single file. Alright, entertaining race so far. So we get the one to go, the one to green signal this time by. Colin Newhoffen leading the field from John Batista. And Robert Kerstetter in 3rd. David Harlan has fallen back to 19th position. It's very unlikely to see David Harlan after starting in the front couple of rows falling back that far back early on. As I say, contact into 1 and 2. Here we go. Green flag is out this time by. Cole Newhoffen has command of the field any time from now on.
Green, green, green.
And green is out. White flag comes out at lap number 36, remember? Some car blinking through the middle there. Renault around the outside of Lovey's. And how about John Harper? Almost looking for a top 10. Oh no, Lovey's got to the back of Renault. And just as I say that, the man of the moment, John Harper in the 88, around upside down. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPaints instant replay here. No, just caught the inside wall. And Stephen Hill had nowhere to go. And finished the job off. You just see he was a little bit too low on the racetrack there. Unfortunately for him. And we got Robert Kerstetter in the lead here. Let's take a look here to see what happened to Cole Newhoffen, because he was leading here. Oh, Cole Newhoffen got into the wall and he got into Batista, so there was the change for the race lead. How about this gutter rat? Look at this guy. He just loves the bottom side. The 93, Chris Roberts. Just, he makes it work. Somehow, he makes it work.
Traffic light outside turn 4.
So still with about 23, 24 laps to go. 23 to go.
Green, green, green.
Now, a reminder, there is a time curfew as well. Kirstener into 3 and 4 with your race lead. Newhoffen in second. Batista in third. Challenge there for a moment by Western Newell in the 222. And then Roberts, he's got cars stacked up behind him. Oh no. Renault. Well, he's into the opening. And that'll be his night done for. Contact with Lovies. And there is yellow on the racetrack. Have a look at and see what happened here. You find out what happened. Car on the back straight to get the opening, I think it was. Going for a bit of a ride there. Right, throughout white flag, lap number 42, giving us 21 remaining. Instead of Newhoffen and Batista, Newell and Roberts, your top 5.
Green flag, green flag.
Settle on the inside of Henselman as he tries to pick up position number 9 on the racetrack. So both drivers fighting it out for a top 10. Nygaard through the middle. Warnefels Jr. up top. Nygaard a little out of shape out of turn 2. Allows his teammate Mike Keegan to get on by. And here comes cute Cole Newhoffen with a slider on Kirstetter for the race lead. Side by side for the race lead. 19 to go. And Kirstetter to the front of the field once again. Here comes Batista now on the inside of Cole Newhoffen into turns number 1 and 2. Western Newell's got a chance at a podium here. If Batista continues to run the bottom while Western Newell goes through the middle of 3 and 4. Newhoffen got the cushion. Came off the cushion. Batista had to get out of the gas. And Western Newell making the bottom side of the racetrack work. Newell and Roberts. Keep an eye on Roberts. He's one to watch in the 93. Oh no. Oh, Jason Nygaard upside down. He's gone with the old racing glitch. Oh, that's going to make the highlight reel. Alright, let's go. Let's take a look at that Copy's iPaint's instant replay. Wallenfels just came off the cushion, it went around. And then the... oh boy, oh boy. Alright, Naga, let's watch this again. Let's get inside the cockpit. Ready? Y'all want to? Y'all want to go for a ride? Let's go for a ride down the front straight away. He just got sandwiched and then he just got... yeah, we're not sure. But we all know what he got. Let's bring him down here. Let's get a quick word with him. Jason, you okay after that nasty accident? I think he's a little dizzy after that one, but Jason, you okay? I don't think he wants to talk to us. Alright, well... Oh... It's like he just got taken out to dinner. Yeah, he got absolutely fed. Oh, that's some quality memes, my god. I think we're on white flag lap 45. This is some good content, guys. Well, Kirsten, trying to make something happen on the top side, and he's doing it a-okay for the moment. Green flag about to come back out onto the racetrack. Here we go, green flag is out. He goes to the top, and top 5 go to the top. Zachary Settle, the first car to go down low into turns 1 and 2, and yellow is out. We have the 28 of Todd Raleigh. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. Caught the inside wall, spun around in front of the field, and just a single car caution for that one. Back-to-back cautions. So time may just be a factor if these cautions keep playing on the part of this racetrack, and I mean it's unfortunate because this track is fun to race. As I said to the guys down in the pit area early on, it's everyone just seems to lose their mind when it comes to racing here at the Grove. Let's listen into race control. I think we're on white flag lap number 48.
One to green, guys. Tighten up. Single file. White flag lap 48.
Yeah, cheer boy, cheer boy, cheer boy. $15 to go. We are halfway done in this one. 15 laps, 11 minutes.
Green flag.
Depending on what comes first, depending on if there's any more cautions or not, we'll see how we go in this one. Henselman now working the bottom side, and how about David Heilemann, who remember early on in the broadcast we said he was down to about 17th or 18th spot, has now made his way back into the top 10. I think he's got every chance at the top 5 right now, so keep an eye on the 17. The battle is on for 5th and 6th at the moment. Zachary Settle in the green car in the 58. And Chris Roberts, he's in the 93. He's up top somewhere where he's not used to being. I think this bottom side is going to come in again in the late stages of this race. Heilemann around the outside of Tyler Henselman now picking up position number 7. Henselman going to fight back on the inside into turns 1 and 2. And here we go. The battle is on between Henselman and Heilemann. It's the H-Men. Heilemann all over the back of Roberts into turns 1 and 2. Now looking to the inside. Will he go to the bottom in 3 and 4? But Roberts will, but Heilemann stays up top. So look at your top 3 on screen. Kerstetter, Newhoffen and Batista. I think we just had 10 to go, or 10 to go this time by.
10 to go.
There we go, 10 to go. Just calling it as I see it. 5 miles left in this one. Roberts has now got Heilemann on his outside. This is for 6th and 7th on screen. How about Zachary Settle sitting in position 5 and challenging Western Newell for the 4th spot now? Newell, Settle, they go side by side off of turn number 4. 8 laps to go. I think we're having a battle for the race lead now, or our top 3 once again. Kirsten, in fact, just clearing away from Newhoffen and also Batista. Newhoffen with a slider on Batista into 1 and 2. Batista thinking of where he wants to go when they go down into 3 and 4. Six remain. Newhoffen doing a nice job to hang on to 2nd spot from John Batista. We're going to come to 5 to go this time by as we come off of turn number 4.
5 to go.
It is the 5 to go. Oh no, Zachary Settle! He somehow hung on to it. He got a little loose, and now that puts David Heilemann up into position 5. Chris Roberts in 6th. Zachary Settle back to position 7. 4 remain here at Williams Grove, and Robert Kerstetter looking to put the 27 in victory lane and park it on the front straight away. Through 3 and 4, the cushion starting to get a little big up the top in turns 3 and 4, getting close to that wall. Whereas 1 and 2, that's still flat. You generally hold it wide open. 2 laps to go this time by, and Cole Newhoffen, he has found something with a slide job line. 2 to go. The white flag should be out this time by.
White flag.
They will now race it out to the end. No matter if there's a caution, they will keep racing until they get to the start-finish line. Through turns 1 and 2, navigates fine. Down under the bridge, down at the Williams Grove Speedway, down to the bottom side to protect that slider. And Robert Kerstetter in car 27 will get the twin checkers. He will grab the win. Home in first, home in second. Cole Newhoffen and John Batista in third. We go back to Western Newell, David Heilemann, Chris Roberts, Zachary Settle, Tyler Henselman, Ryan Martin, Sean Morlenfels Jr. Let's quickly have a look at our City Group Holding finishing results before they play any part of a trick on us. Henselman, Martin, Christensen, And we had Wallenfeld, Schaefer, Hill, Raleigh, Lovelace, Royer, Nygaard, Keegan, Neal, and Renault. In our 20, Pepiat, Harper, Dunn, and Rosendahl. Let's get away with our top 2 anyway. So we're not going to be able to get a chat with Kirsten. I don't believe he has the Discord. We're going to bring up our second place finish tonight in the number 8, Cole Newhoff. And Cole, congratulations on second. You must be pleased with your result here this evening.
Yeah, good result, I guess.
Talk about this tricky racetrack. I mean, you know, 1 and 2 was, you know, you could hold it wide open. 3 and 4 was a little bit more trickier.
Yeah, 3 and 4, you had to brake pretty much a lot on entry just to get through the cushion that decides to flip you when it wants to. So 1, 2 is pretty easy. 3 and 4 is pretty tough.
Oh, once again, before we let you get out of here, is anyone you'd like to thank?
Sim Speed Shop, Team Friday, Dirt Division, and Team BLR.
They're calling you off and home in second place. And I think Batista's coming for a chat, so we'll get this one wrapped up, and we'll get on to race number 2. We'll be up in probably about 15 minutes time. So congratulations to Robert Kerstetter on the win in car number 27 in the LNS Express Wicked Cushion Tony Stewart Racing. So well done to him. Round number 5, race number 1 completed. Race number 2 up next on the program. We'll have a new stream on Facebook and a new stream on YouTube. And if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on Facebook. Hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel as well. It doesn't cost a cent. And that'll wrap us up from the Williams Grove Speedway for round number 5. Race number 1 done. Race 2 up next on the program. Stick around. We'll be back.